Do we try and long here? Or do you think we get a deeper pullback? Delta's kind of red. I might hold off here. But that was a PDC off of New York. Boom. Very interesting Delta today. It's become a little bit unreliable, actually. It's just so different than what we're seeing in price. Big players doing things. Nice long. Ba-boom. 20 points. It's more than a delta divergence. It's like a complete delta disconnect. It's diverging in all different ways. Delta's at a low and price is at a high. I mean, that's pretty significant at this point in the morning. You don't usually see that. To that degree. So we got to be careful here with the delta because there could be a big exchange in contracts between some bigger institutions, and it's really going to make it tough to glean any type of insightful information from. Still looks like lower, but we'll see. Not without its squeeze. Yeah, someone's accumulating or distributing, or if somebody's accumulating, somebody else is distributing. They're passing off. We're starting to build some structure here. We're at point of control. There it goes. See, this delta has become very unreliable, right? We're back up to highs here. Delta, I would let go of for the time being today. Looks like we're breaking out. Yep. You can hear the mark. I mean, if you have tick strike, this market's relentless, guys. If you're listening to this, it's just aggressors on the buy side like crazy, nonstop. Now here's that LVN. I'll try a short here. 14. Oh man. That was the fastest 20 points I ever grabbed. Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing? Let's do a little trader check-in. It is a little after 10 a.m. Following the plan, trading well, reading the market well. Are you stuck scratching your head wondering what's going on? Nice, Anthony. Good, Don. Good reads. Good, Jake. Good, Scott. That's the way we want to be. There's a lot of FOMO. It looks like it was a rejection at that LVN, guys. The level we were waiting for. Per the toolkit. The toolkit showed us the way. Yeah, that was a great trade. Yeah, price has been following all of our levels really, really well so far. Now we're still at point of control. If you guys are chasing continuation one side or the other right here, you're a coin flip proposition at best. Yeah, the delta is quite abnormal. Delta's going down, price is going up significantly. Some wizardry happening in the delta. The toolkit is only for TradingView. Because Ninja Trader makes it an absolute nightmare to create paid indicators for. You could always see the whatever we're trading is down here at the bottom and the time frame right here. It's always at the bottom. Because MNQ Cosmin is a completely separate product that is traded separately. So it's going to have different volume data. We don't look at the volume data on MNQ. Institutions don't really trade MNQ. It's filled with retail. So we follow the institutional volume on NQ. Yeah, they're completely different products, traded separately. Jake, you might just be looking, if you're looking at volume data that just follows, it should probably just follows price if it's on TradingView. You're getting on balance volume or up down volume, and it's just going to always follow price for the most part. Oh, okay. So how do you use, I mean, delta is the delta. So how are you using a different delta? What are they doing with the data that's different? You want to share a screenshot or anything so we can see what you're talking about, or? You need two separate charts, Cosmin. That's not NinjaTrader, that's Tradevate. And that's not real delta. It's just following price. I mean, it doesn't really help you if it does exactly the same things as price does, that's always sus. If there's always a green candle and it's a green on the delta, or it's always a red, then you kind of know it's just passing along up down volume. Yeah, we got some structure building here. And it's spot on because it's just doing the same thing the price is doing. It's not really giving you any type of insight. It's just doing the same thing as the candles. Yeah, so NinjaTrader just took Tradevate when they bought it, and then they rebranded the web-based version NinjaTrader, even though it's still Tradevate. Okay, are we gonna look for 618? We got New York VWAP down at 609. I'd say that's an interesting area to get involved. Now this is the value area low. This is kind of the spot. If you do think we're going to stay in this distribution, this is where you want to long. Or are we going lower? Try long at 48. Nice. $10 points. Of course he did. Because volume is in complete disagreement of everything he teaches. So if it were interfering, I'd probably hate on it too. $48 was a good long. So we're back up to point of control, maybe? Or are we going to continue fading from here? ES is that upper band. Nice, Donald. Yeah, it takes some time to learn it, guys. You don't just pick up a new system and just become an amazing trader overnight. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. It's a skill that needs to be developed with practice and time, just like any skill. Nobody's good at anything right away. We think we are because all we have to do is press buttons. How hard can this be? But you find out pretty damn quick. I would consider that a C setup, Sean. It was just the bottom of a micro distribution that we formed here in this range. Just a C setup. A good C setup. Worked. It would have been better if we were closer to the band. I mean, we do have this previous session LVN. So, you could argue a B. I don't have that many previous session LVNs. I try to keep them sparingly. I don't want a gazillion levels. I already have plenty of levels to deal with. So I'm a little picky with them. I'll be right back. Thank you. Javier, we can do that on group coaching. That's a lesson in and of itself. This is live trading right now, so we're going to focus on the charts. Anything beyond a simple, quick answer, I can't really do right now. I've done it in group coaching a ton of times, so you could also look back through those videos. There's a bunch of videos on it in the group coaching archives for premium members. So that was the spot. If you wanted to get long, back test the LVN. Could really flush through here. We'll see what happens. Delta's giving it that fadey feeling. There it goes. Delta's giving it. Oof. Flushed out all the longs from that distribution. There they go. Let's see if they buy it up now. Oof. Super aggressive. I wanted 68 and a quarter. See if this holds. 68.25 long. There's 10 points. Woof. There goes. $20-point banger right there. Anybody catch that? That was the jam right there. Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Textbook. A plus setup.
Majority of the says the votes are still not there to fix the rule.
What up? 50 points in less than 2 minutes. Rocket ship power right there. Oh, interesting. Well, that trade was enough to make anybody's day. 50-point banger in 2 minutes. Now let's do a trader check-in. We're coming up on 10:30. How are we trading today? We following the rules? We trading well? Waiting for setups? We chasing price all the way around? Up, down, left, and sideways? Or are we being patient and waiting for good setups? An LVN becomes invalid, Bryce, once it gets filled in. And it's no longer an LVN.
Crude oil inventories last is a draw of 0.268 million on a prior draw of 6.858 million. The range is a build of 3 million withdrawal of 3 million expected. Gasoline inventories forecast draw of 1.847 million on the prior draw of 5.941 million. Distillate inventories forecast draw of 2.5 million on the prior draw of 3.362 million. And Cushing inventory prior was a build of 1.3.
Oh, no, Ali, they're not doing anything in that case. This isn't prop firms where they just erase the bad trades when there's a technical issue. Unfortunately, if it happens in a cash account, the broker is not going to generally eat those losses. Can you imagine if they how do you know it was them or you didn't have an internal? I'm not just saying you did, but imagine everybody who had a bad internet connection or thought it was Trade Evade's data. People, there's a lot of people trading that aren't very tech savvy and they're constantly blowing up their broker looking for refunds on trades because they had a tech error. Can you imagine? That would be insane. Back up to the highs. Man, that was an epic long coast to coast on that distribution. Unreal. Unreal trade. Yep.
One minute remaining. I'm leading with the EIA crude oil inventories. Seconds. Build of 5.2 million. Build of 5.202 million. Higher than the expected draw of 0.286 million. Gasoline inventory withdrawal of 4.739 million. Withdrawal of 4.739 million. Deeper than the expected draw of 1.847 million. Distillate inventories withdrawal of 0.643 million, which is higher than the expected draw of 2.5 million. Crude Cushing inventory withdrawal build, which is 0.3 million. Posted the weekly EIA crude reports on the feed for those interested.
All right, Carlos. The toolkit indicator is, I don't know, 30 bucks, something around like that. $30 a month, between 30 and 40, depending. There's a 20% discount for the first month. No, of the low volume node is always a fade value or extreme, always. So this would be a price discovery continuation long off the VWAP. This was also a VWAP bounce off of the New York and a fade value or extreme long. So it was multiple core setups lined up all in the same spot. Now, LVN fades are always core setup number 2. But you had a combination of a higher time frame core setup number 2 and a lower time frame core setup number 1 combined in the same direction. Yeah, we're just waiting on TradingView, guys. It's all been submitted for their review. TradingView is taking their sweet old time. So once they approve the updates, it will be available. So everything is in TradingView's hands. TradingView, okay, we have an initial balance high here, right at the LVN. We have an IB mid right at this LVN. So this creates an interesting structure for today. Anything above this will look long. Anything below this will look short. Otherwise, we can continue to trade in this zone. Yeah, you can absolutely, it's a little different variation for swing trades. You're going to focus more on the higher time frame composite and also the longer term VWAPs. There is a video for that. There's a video for that. Just like there's an app for that, there's a video for that. Let me get that. Let me get that for you. You sit tight. Let me get that for you. Could be breaking through it. I wouldn't agree with the CVD. I've already told you guys to ditch the CVD for today. It is completely off track. There's big players in the market making that CVD all out of style here. I'm not looking at the CVD for ES. Does it look similar? If it looks similar, then yes. So let's see if we pull back deeper here. Otherwise, we're starting to form a bit of an ascending triangle. So we can go like this. If he keeps making higher lows, the price action is definitely strong, right? It keeps getting bought up. I think I would agree. It also feels risky. This is a strong level. So we'll see what happens. We might get one more sell off before it actually breaks. What I'm worried about though is if this does break, it might actually really break and not look back because of the nature of this LVN here and this price pattern. Low volume here. Sellers stepping in. One more flush before it tries to break. Yeah, it is frozen again. Crazy. What is with that? That's been happening since yesterday. Mine's frozen too. My Tradeovate's not frozen. My Ninja Trader is frozen. Tradeovate's working fine for me. But my Ninja Trader is definitely for there goes. Just click back in. I don't like that. If it continues to build buying pressure here, I don't know, man. Sure feels like it's going for it. Shorts are hammering it, but can they keep it at bay? Nobody knows. I think a lot of shorts are going to get squeezed if this thing breaks. I'm long at 8.5 as we continue to build pressure here. Out at the swing low at 82. There it goes. Fuck yeah. That was awesome. I grew up on Long Island. Long Island, New York, just right outside New York City. All right, now we go short. There's a rejection. Short at 11. Boom. Both directions, baby. Would you look at that? Who would have known that was going to happen? All right, Yuri. Glad to have you here. Glad you love it. Glad to have you with us. I'm out of that trade. I'm out of both trades. I'm probably just going to sit tight now because I've traded really well today. Hit profit target in my top one, my Apex, my take profit trader. I think I might move over to my top step at this point, call it a day. See if we can get a couple more good trades. Looks like my trading view froze. What is happening? No, there it goes. Okay. More upside on this thing. It didn't really sell off. Boom. Man, this is just too much fun today. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. I like it when I'm hot. Feels so much better than after a trash evening I had last night. BlackRock, such a fun. That's pretty funny, actually. Still a ascending triangle pattern is holding up here. Indicative of a breakout to the upside, unless they just trap everywhere. They can't get it through, right? Then we can absolutely go lower. So we'll trade if this, then that. Let's watch this sell off here. See if it holds up. Volatility is very low. VIX is still at 17. Is this it? Take strikes, lighten up. Long at 15 and 3/4. Come on. No. Yes. It's trying so hard. I feel like if it goes, it's going to really go. This level just has so much pressure. Ugh. It goes. Come on. There it goes. Beauty. It's eating through this level. And there's definitely an unfinished auction at the top here. There it goes. It just lets us know the level of volatility in the market, Randy, the VIX. Still having trouble getting through. I'll be right back. I don't think so at this time, Coin Surfer. Currently, we're trading in a distribution. We have a value area high, value area low. We do have point of control and upper band here. You could get a bounce here. It's possible. I don't see it much as a pullback anymore as I see us trading in a distribution. I do see us trying to push through this level. So we'll see. I'm good with bullish. I like my long-term stuff to go up. Dow is flat. Dow is actually going down. That's interesting. We might have some selling come into the market here. Might take a little bit of a stab short at this point. See if we can get back down to point of control. Going back up. Let's see. Feeling a bit fadey. Let's see.
We expect the release of the New York Fed household credit report.
Yes. I can see selling stepping into all the indexes, Ali. At least for momentarily. Everything's selling off right here. The Dow, the Russell, ES. You know, maybe it's just a little pullback, but everything's selling at the moment. Yep, tick strike sounding off as well. You want to get in tune with the auction. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Sonny. That sounds familiar. I want to get too greedy. We're still very strong on NQ, relatively strong comparatively to the rest of the indexes. Feels the tape has changed a bit here. I feel like every little buy is being sold into. But I watch for the short trap because if they do want to push it through this level, the way they're going to do it is by selling it off first. And then roaring it through using all the shorts as fuel to get it through that level as they stop out frantically. Oh boy.
Get the New York Fed household credit.
How do they drive it through? Coming up on the 11 o'clock hour. See what happens here. The arrows are setups, yeah.
So in this third quarter, household debts up 1% or 100.
Also trades we took.
A total of 18.6 trillion dollars. Mortgage balances are up 137 billion from the second quarter to a total of 13.1 trillion dollars.
Nice.
Quarter credit card balances are up.
Paid once again.
Total of 1.23 billion. Auto loan balances steady at 1.66 trillion. Student loans are up 15 billion to a total of 1.65 trillion.
Adrian, we're in balance, right? So don't look for any continuation here. There's no continuation until it fundamentally changes. We are in a distribution. We're trading sideways, right? VWAP Wave says that we will continue to trade like this until there is acceptance to one side or the other. So you're just going to get chopped up looking for continuation here. Unless you're scalping momentum, right? That's a whole nother execution story. But otherwise, we are going to continue to trade in this distribution. We have to leave it. And not just break above it. We have to see acceptance by time or distance. This could very well be it right here. I don't know.
Household debt and credit reports below interest rates. Myron says better than expected ADP data was a welcome surprise. So Fed Governor Myron currently speaking on behalf of parliaments. Myron says they still see labour demand being not as strong as we want. Myron says the data suggests that rates can be a little lower than they are.
I don't know what that green one is. Is that like a capitulation? Swing low?
Myron currently speaking on behalf of parliaments, and we put the video on the page.
Looks fine to me, Biba. I don't know. I don't know if I like this anymore, but it could work. 663. It's very strong still. That got bought up.
10 minutes time now at 11:50 a.m. Eastern Time. Bank of England, Breeden speaks at a SALT event in London. Myron says changing border policy is part of lower levels of growth.
Back up it goes. Keep sucking in those shorts. If you're not trading the distribution, you're just chasing. Getting chopped up probably. Fade value area extremes. All right, short the top. Long the bottom. So far it's been here. All right, things are slowing down considerably. We could get the break here. And my tick strike went out. No wonder. Can't hear it. This could be it. I don't know. Is this it? We've been waiting for it. We got to see acceptance. Acceptance. Otherwise, it's another short. I do not trade London. I'm asleep in London. I'm in the United States, so I'm asleep during London. London's at 3 o'clock in the morning here.
Says I see additional investment demand over time.
You want to trade U.S. stocks during U.S. hours. You know, these aren't London stocks. These are United States stocks. So the best opportunities are during the United States New York session for New York stocks. If you want to trade London hours, there's better indexes that move more, like the DAX, FTSE. Back to point of control, or a point of control. Actually, I have it down at 78. $62, $78. Oh yeah, the London. That's the midnight open. There you go. The midnight open. But really, you know, I mean, you could literally find a time zone for anything then, couldn't you? Good, Bull Bear. Don't get overconfident. There's always a really bad day just around the corner waiting for you if you don't stay humble. Yeah, LJ, I agree with you. If I could just wait for these conditions, I generally do really, really well.
Fitzmaurice says increasing uncertainty about tariffs could create economic drag.
JP, what happened to trading the distributions? You looking for continuation in a distribution? It's pretty well defined.
Myron says if tariff income went away, would be a bear on the Fed's policy.
No, you cannot automate this strategy.
Myron says most of my predictions aren't that different from others.
Dan, I don't think the tick charts matter much. All the price levels in the VWAP wave system stay the same regardless of time frame, right? So VWAP, I can change to any time frame. All these price levels stay the same, right? I'm on the 2-minute. VWAP's at 553. If I go to the 5-minute, VWAP's at 553. Doesn't change. Same thing with tick charts. It's just what type of granularity do you want to see your candles in? That's all that matters. So it doesn't really matter. It's all preference, Dan. Levels stay the same. So do you want to see more candles or less candles? That's all that really winds up being at the end of the day. Yeah, maybe LJ. That's interesting. Good. Good to hear you're still alive.
Myron says I'm more sanguine on inflation outlook.
All right, we'll give it 10 more minutes, see what we get. I'll be right back. See if we get any change in conditions here. I think my shirt is appropriate for today. Don't diddle.
We expect compliance from Bank of England's prudence.
All right, we're coming down. Who's buying it? Problem is there's a big distance between this and this. So I don't know if I want to buy this right here after breaking this key level right here, but I'm going to give it a little more time. There it goes. Did touch it to the tick. Look at that. Crazy. Who would have known that would be a spot to buy? God damn, 20 points. Huh. Wild. Good for you guys. If you grabbed that one, I was a little late and I was a little quick to cover it, but I did partake. Very small trade. I only grabbed 3 points. Very sad. Kind of pathetic, actually. All right, I'm not going to take it again. So next level will probably be down here. Low 600s. It's far. Might be a nice return to value, actually.
Myron says market-based core PCE inflation is much closer to 2%.
Took a little bit of that breakdown. That's a little scalpacito. All right, I'm finish this account at 1200. All right, so I think I'm going to finish trading here for today. I did very, very well. Great reads on the market today. Tomorrow we got group coaching for premium members, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have group coaching. We're going to go over the principles of the VWAP Wave System. We're going to talk about Stream Deck, how to program that with Trade-Evade or Top Step, Project X. So you're going to want to come for that tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the premium classroom. If you're not a premium member, you can join with a free trial. Just put the link in the chat. Come join us. Group coaching tomorrow at 12:30. I will be sharing my keys. Yep, absolutely. And then what else? I use Trade-Evade and Project X, Tim, to execute my trades. I do not execute on TradingView. Absolutely not. But great with my charting and great with the toolkit. What else? Tomorrow we'll have another evening stream, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully the toolkit is back up any moment, guys. Just waiting for TradingView to approve it. As soon as I hear word, I will post that it is available. I will go through the announcements. I'll tag everybody, make sure that you're aware. As soon as I hear. Other than that, I encourage you to head on over to the voice channels. If you're a premium member, you can trade NQ, ES, Gold, or even just hang out in the lounge. You can share your mic, share your screens, trade and collaborate with your fellow VWAP Wave System traders, help read the market context and auction together, spot setups together, learn the system if you're new. You don't have to keep trading, but you can go in there and learn, ask questions, find out more how it all works. Other than that, guys, if you are going to keep on trading, make sure you manage your risk, stay sharp, and we'll see everybody tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the premium channel. We'll be on live at 10 a.m. in the delayed feed.